to Nerd Comment Commentary. On this show, we read your comments from the week on the Nerd Shows. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Ross Everett.
And why are we wearing these funny things, Joe?
Because James's parents came in, and they're some of the nicest people we've ever met. They don't even know us, and they brought us souvenirs from New York.
Mom and Pop Hafner. And look at that. You probably can't see it
at all.
Unless you punch
maybe
in
if
on
I
it.
hold it up to
yeah.
my shirt.
That's Benjamin Franklin.
That's B. Frank.
Yeah. And it's a new addition to our set.
Is it alcohol or is it syrup?
Well, let me smell it.
It's probably syrup.
Or it's been washed.
It just smells like old.
It's probably been washed. We should put a message in this bottle, send it out to sea, and if you find it, you get a free trip to a beach where you found that bottle, which is pretty cool.
All right, so there's some weird crumbs on me right now. What we're going to do is we're going to show off some of the art that you guys send to us via Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and cycle through some of the good stuff, you artists.
Look at that one.
That one looks like it took a lot of time.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that one.
You see, I think here they were trying to make a statement that it says burp. Does that say burp?
It says burp. It's
Yeah.
burp.
That's real good burp.
So, Doctor Who lost episodes were found. Yeah, they were in Ethiopia.
That's not where they were.
Yeah, that is where they were.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Isn't that where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found too?
What is that?
The Dead Sea Scrolls were like the,
Is that like a Bone Thugs album or
yep,
something?
it was Bone Thugs.
Dead Sea Scrolls.
Cause I'm gonna get those scrolls. Cause I'm gonna read those scrolls.
Gonna unravel the scrolls and read all of that text. Gonna unravel those scrolls and I'm gonna read all of that text.
Not a bad Bone Thugs
You like that?
impression. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm younger than you guys, and I wasn't super into Bone Thugs and Harmony except for their name I love. But out of what I know of them, that was them.
Let's go and read some dead scrolls. You won't be lonely. Let's go and read some dead scrolls.
And you won't be lonely.
Get some Dead Sea Scrolls.
Worst.
Yeah. So anyway, it's actually, so apparently, it really is. So in this video, we talked about how there's 106 lost episodes of Doctor Who, which apparently is maybe a stretch.
But these are like super back in the day.
Yeah,
Doctor Who.
first two seasons.
Yeah.
First two seasons. So the question I asked you guys is, which show do you wish had lost episodes that were rediscovered that only aired once?
That's a great question.
How about
though.
that?
That's a
Is a
really good
good
question.
Question, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Patty Leonard, the Patty Leonard says, I want to see more Lie to Me and Firefly. They were so damn good.
I never saw Lie to Me.
I never saw Firefly, but I love Lie to Me.
So you love Lie to Me. You probably love Firefly.
You know what, man? I gotta be honest. I've never even watched it.
Oh, really?
I like Nathan Fillion. I know he's in that.
Can I be honest with you guys? I have a really quick story. The reason why I have a bad taste in my mouth for Firefly.
What's her name?
No, it's not. It's not a girl. Trust me. Actually, maybe there was a girl. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We were going to a screening of a secret, huge, epic sci-fi movie, and I was
Serenity.
like, I was like, this is gonna be Star Wars. This is gonna be episode 3. And there were rumors that episode 3 was screening around in the area. And so I went with like, so pumped. I was wearing my Star Wars shirt. I was like, this is gonna be the last movie I heard. It's gonna be really, really good. I'm so stoked. Turned out it was Serenity.
And you're watching this epic journey of characters you don't give a crap about.
Yeah, I've never seen Firefly, and honestly, I was so bummed out, and I fell asleep during the movie.
I can understand that. I will say I didn't watch the series either, but I did watch the movie and not being connected to it as a standalone movie. I was like, I don't know these characters, but it's not a bad movie.
The effects are cool. I like those like cruiser things. I like it's like a western.
I watched the pilot, and that's why I didn't watch the rest of the show. The pilot is so bad.
Right? Yeah,
But I've heard you got to move on. That's what I did with Doctor Who. Watched the really bad pilot, and I moved on.
But you know, what's her name? Billie Piper was pretty enough to get me to like.
Oh, Billie Piper.
And I also do like Eccleston. Eccleston's still my favorite.
Dude,
I like Eccleston too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love Eccleston.
Oh, my
Eccleston's
goodness.
great. Did you know that Eccleston's the villain in the new Thor movie?
That's cool.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm glad he got work because he's great.
I know. Well,
He was
in
a
Harry
perfect
Potter
amount of like
and-
British over the top. Like it was okay on the BBC, but
Yeah.
he was still charming.
But
I loved him.
I
have
liked
you
him
seen
because
him?
He's like
of
a
his-
cartoon.
He had this duality that the other Doctors like kind of do, but like Tennant was still playful and Matt Smith was even more playful. But like the darkness, like he's able to play the bad guy, but his smile is still like really fun.
Have you seen the Tenet stuff at all? And how much Tenet have you seen?
I'm a couple seasons in.
Are you still more into
I had yeah, I do. I like Tenet, but there's something about Eccleston that I really like.
Tenet's great. I want to hang out with Tenet.
Yeah, I like
Like,
Tenet's
Eccleston's, like, cool, but...
Send-off was my
You want to
favorite.
hang out with Tenet, but I want to have a beer with Eccleston.
Yeah.
How much fun would
All
that
right,
be?
that's cool.
Oh my
That's
God.
cool.
Go to the pub with him and he's just smiling. You want to listen to his stories. He's all charismatic and cute and make out with him.
Yeah,
just
and
want-
Matt Smith, you kind of want to hire to like watch your kids.
I
And
feel like
go
Matt
see a movie
Smith
without him.
gets beat up. I think Eccleston beats up Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Well, Matt Smith probably goes to, like, when they have Doctor Who dinners together and they all hang out. Matt Smith's the one they make fun of.
Yeah, like shut up,
I'm
Matty.
super interested for the new guy.
Yeah!
Oh, he looks
I'm
so
stoked.
good.
Yeah, so
So many
stoked.
people
looks-
are angry that he's.
What was the
that he's
picture that
older,
they
but-
released?
oh.
No,
Yeah.
the first Doctor was super old.
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
matter,
the
it's-
first couple of Doctors were
But back in the
pretty old.
day, I don't know what the age range skewed for that show. It's still, I bet you it was older though because they were older doctors.
Yeah.
The last 3 Doctors have skewed to, I think, 15 to
Yeah,
25 to 30.
Yeah, they did that on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
The resurgence
So
of the
people
show.
are angry. These young kids are angry because they can't relate to this new Doctor. But I think he's gonna be like dapper.
No, I
awesome,
agree.
Yeah.
kick
Oh, yeah,
ass.
he's
Dude,
gonna
they
be so
hinted
cool.
at a
I
possible...
hope he has like a 15-year-old companion.
Oh my god.
I hope he's a boy, too. Let's see. The Alan's...
Wait, what were you about to say? You were about to make a point about something.
I don't care. Alan7 Moore says, remember that Lost Breaking Bad episode where it turns out that Jesse is indeed gay for Mr. Walt?
Did you just have a vlog that just like enacted that?
Oh boy.
Where Jesse and Walt go to town on each other?
Oh, it's not out yet.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
out yet, but I do have a vlog that happens.
How about this? Gur Kapektis says DC and Marvel animated shows from the 90s, especially Spider-Man, and how the F could they end it like that? And Silver Surfer. I would like to touch on how good X-Men the animated series was. When
Yeah,
I
so
loved
good.
It doesn't
Dude.
hold up too much now,
No.
but I loved it back then.
But I'd have to say Batman the Animated Series beats it out.
Oh, that was good too.
For sure.
I have a bad taste in my mouth about Batman the Animated Series.
What? Why?
Yeah, because in college I had a lot of friends that were like really into like video making, and that's when I like first started getting into it. And they're like, "Oh, these are like cool ideas," and I'd be like, "Yeah, like let's make a video." And then they'd get high and watch Batman the Animated Series, and that's all they would do.
That's good.
Hours on
The
end.
art on Batman the animated series is great. I love the style.
Yeah. That's
When it came-
Hamill, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mark
What it-
Hamill's the Joker.
Mark Hamill's Joker,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And when
Kevin
it-
Conroy is Batman.
Yeah. When it came to the old Marvel show, what I loved about it so much is that it was really like a love letter I felt to the comics, and they
Yeah.
kept all the characters in there. Gambit was part of it.
Yeah,
and
Gambit was
Eagle,
great.
and-
Oh, I love
Life
Gambit.
don't get much better than this.
Yeah.
He's got that like
This
Cajun
tragic
accent.
love story with
Yeah,
Rogue.
yeah.
Oh, so good.
But animated series got pretty dramatic too. I remember there's some really sad episodes. That
you know-
Mr. Freeze episode?
The Marvel, the X-Men one got super tragic too. Did you follow the Morph storyline? What
I don't
happened with
remember.
Morph? Ah, it's so good. The Sentinels, so awesome.
Yeah.
Good video games based off of both of those series.
Yep, absolutely. That's actually how I first found X-Men, was through the video games.
Oh yeah,
So, like,
the
my-
arcade game's great. The
my
X-Men arcade game.
my intro into comics was through those video games on like Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I would play as
Yeah.
Gambit all the time. The cards,
Those were
super
good.
cool.
go ahead.
Space Mountaineer 91 says Ed, and Eddie Lost episode. Yes, the creepy pasta, but I wish it was real. Is there a fabled lost episode of Ed, and Eddie?
Ed, and Eddie, I tried watching it in college because I would loved Cartoon Network and I'd see the reruns and stuff. Just never caught on with me.
Did you ever watch Cow and Chicken?
Yeah,
Never caught on
I
with
like
Cow and
Cow and
Chicken.
Chicken.
the devil like oh
Yeah.
That was like Ren and Stimpy Part 2. I felt.
Yeah, pretty much. It was
Yeah.
pretty just gross humor.
Yeah, like my mom hated cat dogs. She said it was frustrating.
Cat dog is so weird, man. Even as a kid, I was like, where do they poop?
Cat dog is frustrating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. 'Cause where do they poop?
I mean, I don't know, man. Where do any cartoon characters poop?
I mean, most cartoon characters, you just assume they have normal...
Let me turn this off.
yeah, we don't learn.
Joe has a carnival happening down in his crotch.
Also, it wasn't his phone. His dick makes
His dick
those
goes,
noises.
Hey, listen! Look at me! Look at me! Zandius says, I wish the lost last seasons were lost and replaced by good seasons instead. I love you, Lost, but oh, how you let me down in the end. Also, wouldn't mind the final season of Dexter getting lost.
Yep, agreed with that. I don't know if we talked about this already, but the guy that did season 4 of Dexter said the way that he wanted
Oh,
that
yeah,
show to
yeah.
end. And it was so much better than the way that the show ended. And since it didn't end this way, it's not a spoiler alert because it never happened. But he wanted it to happen, that Dexter's eyes open. And you're like, oh man, it was all a dream.
A dream? You want to go the
But
dream
it
route?
pulls out,
Oh.
and he's in the chair about to get the lethal injection. and he looks through the window. You know how like they have the viewing for that, and it's just the faces of everybody that he's killed.
Yeah, everyone he's killed is in there watching.
And then he gets caught, and they give him the lethal dose.
I would have liked that.
That would have been cool.
It's nice to see the anti-hero actually get his just due.
I know. And then someone else said that he does like get away. This is another alternate ending. He does get away. He's with Hannah, and I guess I kind of spoiled that he doesn't. But anyway, he does get away with Hannah, and then like they're living a happy life, and he goes out back, and Harrison, his son, has killed a dog, and it's like,
oh, he's gonna be
the
cycle
starts over. Yeah, and then he has to teach him the code. No. Which I like that one too.
Pretty cool. I think that
either way, anything would have been better than how Dexter actually ended.
Yeah.
Is the point.
We should move on to the next.
Yes.
one.
Good.
Alright, you guys, this video was called Beyond Two Souls First Impressions, where Meg and Steve got to try their hand at the Ellen Page, Willem Dafoe game Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah.
I came in while you guys were playing
Yeah.
it, and it might have been the early part of the game, but it was like, oh god, I got a button mash to drink this beer at this party and socially interact with people.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing is just a big quick time event.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
it.
much.
Yeah.
And that's what Heavy Rain was, and I think that's why people are kind of like bashing this game a little bit, but I think that it's a little refreshing. I mean, we have all those third-person games, the first-person games, all the action shooters, all that kind of stuff, and it's like, Heavy Rain really was like a unique, really cool, dramatic experience.
While vicariously playing it through your body.
Yeah.
And watching you, what I appreciated was that it felt like a movie.
Yeah,
which I feel
that's
like
exactly what it was.
Video games are naturally turning into the next version of movies in cinema. That being said, I could see why it could be considered a little bit boring to play.
You gotta
if you're a
find the
hardcore
balance.
gamer, that's the thing.
Last of Us was very cinematic, yet the gameplay in it was phenomenal.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is they're just trying to they're taking the concept of a very immersive, epic movie-like game and giving you more, because you can't pay too much attention to the beautiful visuals and the animation and all that in a game like Last of Us, because you're too busy controlling where you're going to go next, and the guys are coming at you and you're shooting them and you're controlling every aspect of that character. In a game like Heavy Rain or this game, you do get to appreciate the artistry of the game a little bit more because you're watching it like a movie.
It's just a different type of experience. It's like,
Yeah,
are you going to
exactly.
read a book? Are you going to read a pop-up book? Are you going to read one of those books that you press the sounds on the side?
What's a book?
Yeah.
Society. That was
Yeah.
poignant.
Yeah.
One other point that I'd like to make while I was watching you. I wonder what people's opinions are of actually seeing and feeling like Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page are in the game, because when I was watching it, they're like these fake versions of them, and it actually takes me out of it a little bit.
I agree.
I'd
I
rather
was looking
see-
at it and I kept thinking, oh, look at Ellen Page's
looks-
acting ability. Like,
Well,
that
I
was pretty
think
good.
I think I can see that, but once you start getting into the meat of the game, you just start to feel like, wow, this is really like, these are some cool performances going on. It kind of classes the game up a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like other games are kind of like you don't have this familiarity with a character other than they look like a human, but you throw in like a recognizable person, it kind of gives you that kind of, oh, this is like a movie.
Really dope dogfight in it, though.
Oh yeah, dude, you punch that dog in the face.
Serious?
Fuck yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, what did we ask? Are you picking up Beyond Two Souls is what we asked.
Yeah. Did we? Oh, there was a question. Great. SOG says SOG Watchman says, one of the only games on PS3 that I actually wanted to play, but now I don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's one of those games where like someone's gonna put it up on YouTube or something.
You
or
just
someone's
watch
gonna-
it.
you just
Yeah.
watch 'em.
If you watch a playthrough, you're gonna get the whole game experience.
Yeah,
it
like
sounds
somebody, I finished, when I finished Bioshock Infinite, I was playing the game all the way through with Sarah, and she was watching me play, but then I had to like quickly finish it up here at the office to do that roundtable review we did with Meg and Phil, which you can watch right here if you click this annotation. But Sarah didn't watch me beat the game, which was really sad, and so she was like, how did it end? How did it end? So I went on a YouTube, and they had like the whole ending on like some YouTube video or something.
Cool.
And that's really cool. That's like something that gamers now have like something to look forward to, especially if you don't have like a PS3, you're more of an Xbox guy. You can kind of just watch the whole game on YouTube.
Well,
probably.
I like it when they have different endings, like depending on how you play,
Yeah.
the choices that you make. So it's like, oh, like this game has 5 different endings depending
It seemed
on
like there were choice factors along the whole way, or like if you mess up in a fight, the fight will change.
Yeah. Well, in fact, when I was playing with Meg, there were certain things that because we were learning the controls, and then I started playing it with Sarah at home. and I started to kind of like mess around because now that I was familiar with the controls a little bit, and I noticed that there's like a lot more you can do with the Aiden character.
The ghost.
With the ghost character, and also Sarah made very different choices than Meg was making in the party scene.
Oh, I wonder why.
I know, right? That is going into and it was very different. Yeah, it was the whole scene changes pretty much.
Shy Bard said, "You had me at Ellen Page. She is a tiny Canadian. A tiny Canadian comprised 99.8679% of awesomeness." Yes, I did the math. Does Ellen Page do it for you guys?
Nah.
I'm not a huge fan.
I only see her as Juno.
Yeah.
Forever
Dude,
Juno.
I can't get Hard Candy out of my head.
I didn't see Hard Candy.
Oh man, you see
Hard
Hard Candy?
Candy's a good hard movie to watch.
It's so tough. Watching Hard Candy was my introduction to Ellen Page.
Well, then you should think she's a badass.
For those of us that haven't seen Hard Candy, and mostly them, not me, but what happened in Hard Candy?
Ooh, it's nothing to talk about here.
Really? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll Google
It's worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's a good watch.
Yeah.
Did you guys see, what was that Rainn Wilson movie?
Super.
Yeah, I thought she was good in that.
Yeah.
I think the perfect way to describe Ellen Page in a movie is adequate.
Yeah.
Yeah, except Juno.
She's still just adequate.
No, she nailed
No, she's
Juno.
adequate.
Are
She's
you
adequate.
kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
If someone said I've got Ellen Page, I've got Scarlett Johansson to star in this like movie, I'd be like,
For Juno,
Let's move
Ellen Page every single time.
I would watch Scarlett Johansson in Juno.
and in Beyond Two Souls.
I don't know, man. Well, I think Beyond Two Souls, I totally agree with ScarJo. But I'm sorry, Juno is Ellen Page.
She
Ellen
was
Page.
perfect for Juno because it was Ellen Page. The character was Ellen Page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. All right, Table Talk, favorite songs, cephalopods, and catch up on everything. Sam, Elliot, and myself discussed a bunch of topics. One of the most important being like weird things that people would put together when they would eat. Like Sam would dip his Oreos in orange juice, and that just blows my mind.
Are you serious?
That's so
What is he,
gross.
pregnant?
Yeah, it's so gross.
He's eternally
I
pregnant.
knew a guy whose uncle had ketchup on everything, and he put it on ice cream. Like,
Ugh.
just nasty stuff. So a lot of people contributed to this conversation, like the Epic Fail 23 says, "I do Red Bull and bacon. I found out about this when I accidentally spilled Red Bull into the bacon I was frying."
What?
It might be okay.
Whoa, that sounds
I mean, it might
awesome.
be okay.
Put a little
Caffeinated
sweet with the
bacon. They
salt.
have caffeinated bacon.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Trinity C. Solon says, I put ranch dressing on everything. Ranch and pizza, mashed potatoes and ranch, French fries and ranch,
None of these sound weird
grilled
yet.
chicken and ranch, green beans and ranch, all the ranch dressing. Also Sam Hearts. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
A ranch on everything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I like
Well,
it
that
on mashed
wasn't the-
potatoes.
none
Why
of
not? Because
those-
I mean, like, have you ever had
Sour cream
like a
and
big
mashed
potato,
potatoes?
a big potato with like ranch on it?
Yeah, but that's a baked potato. It's a consistency thing
potato.
for me. It's a
Alright,
consistency.
alright.
It's just like slop with more slop.
Yeah,
But it's like
alright.
warm slop and cold slop together.
alright. God, I want ranch dressing.
I want
so
so bad right now.
What are we eating, man?
I think I want to get some glasses.
Scott Mitchell said, Doritos plus Reese's peanut butter cups. Just try it. I don't know about Oreos, but frosted oatmeal cookies are
that
awesome
sounds
with
so
OJ.
good.
Snap. And
Have
you
you
know
guys
what?
ever had deep fried Oreos and deep fried Twinkies?
Yeah, it's not that great. It's
Oh,
not a
really?
big deal.
Okay, good.
Have you ever had chocolate covered bacon?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, pretty
it's
good.
really
I bet
good.
It's the whole sweet and sour thing. Have you guys ever taken Raisinets or something along those lines and dumped them into your movie popcorn bucket?
Oh hell
No,
yeah!
but that's
oh hell yeah!
I'm a huge fan of kettle corn. I like that savory sweet mix.
Dude, my mom was like the queen of sneaking in cool shit in the movie theater when we would go see movies. I swear she would put like Chex Mix and peanut butter M&Ms
She
inside,
took,
or peanut M&Ms.
She grabbed some Skittles and put a Game Boy in it.
What's this, a Game Boy? I like, what's your guys' favorite foods? Because you already talked about it, but I really like...
to combine.
Yeah, I love doing a peanut butter and jelly and Doritos.
Doritos. That's
Oh,
one of the things I
wow.
talked about.
So good.
Another okay thing, if you're ever looking for a light kind of healthy snack, take some baby carrots and wrap them in cheese.
Oh, that sounds so good.
You know what you can do too is baby carrots and hummus, or like baby or
That's really normal.
cucumbers and hummus.
Also
Yeah,
normal.
super normal. Mine is it's the weirdest.
You're
one.
not weird. You're not weird.
Cody! So I take a pumpernickel bread, I put lox cream cheese on it, and a pickle. It's really
That's not
good.
weird. That's not weird. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, yeah. But I
Like
really,
a volt.
I have to appreciate how we phrase this question because I tried to have this conversation my freshman year of college. It was like the first week we were all getting to know each other. And I was like, what's the weirdest thing that you guys enjoy? Or I said, what's the grossest thing that you guys enjoy? And this girl's like, kind of like butt sex. And I was like, I like Cheetos and
You're
chocolate.
like
like
on Rye?
With ketchup?
But it was just like, okay, that's what college is going to be like, huh? All right, 4 years of this? Okay.
Awesome.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
okay.
do this one. I mean,
All
if
right,
you've got
go,
one,
no.
I love this. Alure says, my dad once ate a tomato sauce, aka ketchup, and cornflake sandwich, and enjoyed it.
Why? Yeah. Why would that not be good? If you think about it, cornflakes have no flavor to them, really.
Yeah, but ketchup isn't a main ingredient. It's
Yeah.
a garnish base. You don't want a mouthful of ketchup.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
mostly ketchup. I think it's mostly cornflakes.
I don't know.
In my
That's
mind,
not
it's like
specified here.
it's like putting ketchup
man.
on like tomato sauce or putting ketchup on a burger.
Dude, ketchup in moderation is the rule.
Oh, are you
I
not
don't
a
know.
tomato guy?
I like a lot
you
of
don't like
ketchup.
tomatoes,
I,
right?
I like ketchup. I love it on a hamburger and stuff.
Can I
But
tell
when
you?
it becomes the main ingredient of anything that you're eating, it's
No,
wrong.
it's-
My
Yeah.
my mom used to make this amazing thing. Don't make fun of me. She would call it hot dogs with choppies. And basically what it was...
Already the cutest thing I've
I
ever
know,
heard.
right? Who wants hot dogs and choppies?
Choppies were just cut up dogs.
That's all it is. Well, I mean, it's actually hot dogs chopped up into like little bits.
Yeah.
And then like little stick a toothpick type bits.
If you still want that, they sell chunky dog food.
Hold
that I
on a
think
second, I'm
is
not
just-
done.
okay.
And then she would squirt ketchup in it, and then mix it up with ketchup, and kind of like brown it a little on the pan.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and it would be kind of like hot dog, kind of like
It's like
caramelized ketchup on a hot
Animal
dog.
style at In-N-Out.
Yeah.
They grill it with the mustard on it.
Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah.
You know who should actually be here right now is Elliot. That burger that he made sounded incredible, where he put the salt inside the burger before he cooked it.
What?
And spread it. Just like...
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
When he was talking about it, like, I'm super hungry
Dude,
right
one time
now.
I had a hamburger with Hitler in it.
Welcome to Nerd Comment Commentary.
His face he made. It was
What face did
amazing.
I make?
It was amazing.
With Hitler in it? Real quick, this is the worst thing to say on the Nerd channel, but there's a linebacker on the 49ers named Dante Whitner, and he wants to change his name to Dante Hitner. And every time I hear it, I just go like, ooh,
Because
so
he
it's
hits
so
people with his
close.
body when he
Yeah.
plays football.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
This is the game where there's a basket, right?
Yes.
Got
Yeah,
it.
sure. All right.
Thank you guys so much for watching this edition of Nerd Comment Commentary. We got a bunch of cool stuff coming up this weekend. Meg and Trisha saw Zero Charisma,
Oh.
which is a movie about a D&D dude, a
Oh.
nerdsman. And also on Movie Club, since it's horror month
It
for
is?
October, yeah, we watched Carrie. Not the new one,
No.
the old
With
one.
Sissy Spacek and her weird boob grabs.
Well, it's weird boob grabs and just like a weird... The whole movie's just weird with nudity.
Weird.
It's just weird nudity type things. Also, we have bloops on the Sunday for you guys to watch and all sorts of other cool stuff. But before we end the show, we have to give this away. Oh, yeah.
Super cool. I want that
Yeah,
machine.
we're giving away this really cool shirt, and we do giveaways to our favorite comments on the videos. And this week, the t-shirt goes to...
The Epic Fail 23. We really like the Red Bull and bacon. I found out when I was accidentally spilling Red Bull on my bacon when
Also,
I was
I
frying.
love that you're drinking Red Bull while you're cooking bacon.
Yeah, why
He's
not?
just really intense. I gotta stay awake! I need this bacon!
So thank you so much for
He's
submitting
also
that comment.
skydiving while doing it.
That's very dangerous. Don't try that at home.
This is for you.
Well, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done those things already, because that would be really cool. Also, there's some other videos here that you can click on. Thank you, Joe. And we've got an all-new channel that you can subscribe to, the FHP channel.
Sorry.
It's okay, Joe.
The annotation went nuts.
The FHP channel is ready for you to subscribe to. There's going to be all sorts of cool art and fun shit and music, and Joe will be on it, and Ross will be there, and maybe even I'll be there. So please check it out. It's a great channel.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining me.
You're a deer.
A real deer?
I
Like
love deer. Have you guys ever had venison?
I haven't.
I would love some venison.
Was that like a
I'm
baby
so
deer?
hungry. I think it's just actual deer.
Like with ranch.
What's venison?
I
Why
put
is it
some
called
ranch.
venison?
I put some Cheetos and chocolate on that too.
Yeah.
A little bit of venison. I'm so hungry, you guys.
Yes.
It's been quite a. We've been here for 3 weeks without food.
I'll see you at the crossroads.
So you won't be hungry.
See you at the crossroads.
And you won't be hungry.
Cause I'm gonna eat everything. Cause I'm gonna go to a buffet. I'm gonna eat.
Buffets
the
are gross,
mac-
Steve! Buffets are gross!
I'm with you on them. I like them.
Thanks, bro.